Hello my lovely people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jane. If this is the first time that you are seeing me, thank you so much for stopping by. Marathon subscribers, I love you. Thank you. I didn't see this one though. Kayode calls Peter Obi a Christian version of Osama bin Laden. He said Peter Obi is a Christian version of Osama bin Laden. I didn't see this one. Chineke God. Chieftain of All Progressive Congress APC chief Femi Fani Kayode has called the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi a Christian version of Osama bin Laden barely 2 weeks after he, Kayode, was berated by the British government for making derogatory and inciting comments about Nigerian opposition figures. In the lengthy tweet on Tuesday, Fani Kayode called on Nigerian clergy disassociate themselves from his evil agenda. I don't know the meanings of all these things. His post comes days after a purported phone call between Obi and presiding Bishop Winning Chapel Bishop David Oyedepo leaked. In an early reaction to the leak phone call, Fani Kayode had described Obi as a master terrorist who should be arrested by the security agencies. In today's post, he compared Obi to the founder of Al-Qaeda terrorist group, Osama bin Laden, who was deleted by American Special Force on May 2nd, 2011. It is now left for the revered and respected leaders of the body of Christ to disavow themselves of the hideous religious war agenda of Peter Obi and publicly disavow themselves from his evil agenda. If they choose to get involved in politics, they must be reasonable, fair, impartial, wise, and balanced, and they must stop being partisan and condemning others for their choices. They must also accept the fact that simply because millions of us supported the Muslim ticket does not make us any less Christian than others. This is especially so when the majority of those others were as silent as church mice. When it mattered the most, and then Christians were being butchered, slaughtered, and persecuted all over the country. Unlike some of us, they said and did nothing when this was going on, and they refused to speak truth to the power. Yet now they claim to be fighting a religious war, con man and petty trader that can best be described as a dangerous and delusional tribalist and irredeemable and habitual fraud and unrepented and religious bigot. We did not risk our lives and fight Islamic fundamentalism in this country to replace it with Christian. Hey God, fundamentalism, two wrong do not make a right. Religious bigotry, whether Muslim or Christian, must be rejected and condemned by all. We must never allow sectarian and religious considerations to determine the politics or the choice we make in terms of leadership. Before being Christians, on Muslims. We are Nigerians, and we all are proud sons and daughters of the greatest, most unique, most versatile, most blessed, most beautiful, most dynamic, most racial, multi-ethnic, and multicultural nation on earth. We will not let a man like Peter Obi, who is nothing more than the Christian version of Osama bin Laden and the Nigerian version of Joseph Kony, to destroy our country or spark off a second civil war with his vengeful, unforgiving spirit and his hatred for non-Christians, non-Igbos, and those that do not share his. Our strength lies in our ethnic and religious diversity, and if you want to lead this country, you must be prepared to build genuine bridges of love, understanding, compassion, and religious faith. Nigeria does not belong to Christians or Muslims, and neither does she belong to one ethnic group or the other. She belongs to us all. Peter Obi was compared with Osama bin Laden, that was a terrorist. God help us. So this is another Kayode towards Obi. So, but it's they know what they are fighting about. They know what they are fighting about, and that fight they will get it. They will get it soon, because whatever it is that is bothering them, it will soon come out. Because no matter how good Obi is, Obi will not forget all these things. Obi will not let them drag Nigeria to the mud and get away with it. They will not get away with it. This, because of the election, we didn't really pay so much attention, a lot of attention, in who is saying what about EKWEREMADU'S and the wife that was arrested in UK for organ harvesting. We didn't really pay attention so much, because a lot was happening in Nigeria. Maybe if others did, I didn't. But now, because of how Femi Fani Kayode has been bubbling all over the place because of Obi. So I came across what he said about the incident of EKWEREMADU'S. And I said, let me read it out for you guys. You know why these people are being caught? Is because it's happening outside. Because if it's in Nigeria, nothing will happen to them. Who knows how many times they've done it, or how long they've been doing it, until they went to UK and got caught. But let me tell you what Fani Kayode said about EKWEREMADU'S trying to harvest another child's organ. Let us hear it. Femi Fani Kayode react to Senator EKWEREMADU'S arrest in London for kidney harvest plot. Former aviation minister Onyoshi Azurazu. But why they are fighting Obi is because they know when Obi gets there, that all of them will be probed. They will be probed, and some of them will go to jail. Former aviation minister Femi Fani Kayode has reacted to the allegation against the former Senator President EKWEREMADU'S regarding his plans to harvest an organ for his sick daughter. Kayode said in a tweet that the EKWEREMADU'S actions are unacceptable. However, it's unacceptable, but however, where is it? EKWEREMADU'S action unacceptable, but however, he declined to say that they are guilty. Let us see what this man. Hold on. He said, it is unacceptable and a crime under British law. Under British law, you see, that one has to be there, because in America too, in Dubai too, in every other, even in Ghana too, for you to go and harvest somebody's organ, it is a crime. He said it is unacceptable and a crime under British law for a man to take a child into UK for the purpose of removing its organ for someone else's use. Under the law, A child cannot give, this law now is for UK. Under the law, a child cannot give its consent for such a course of action, and neither can the parents give consent for such an abominable action on behalf of their wards. Children have rights. They are not slaves or cattle that can be bought or sold for their body parts. Their parents do not have any right to sell them off for this purpose or for any other purpose, and neither does anyone have the right to buy the child or any of his or her body parts. This is Kayode. We're getting somewhere. Despite all this, now he's about to land where I want him to land. Despite all this, I refuse to assume that Senator EKWEREMADU and his wife are guilty of this wicked act unless and until I see the evidence or they are proved so by the duly constituted court of law. There is a presumption of innocence in criminal matter, and this is what I hold on. I pray for the EKWEREMADU'S at this difficult time, and I also pray for the child whose organs were to be removed. May God grant us more sensitivity, compassion, love, and kindness in this country, especially for our children. That's what this man said. He said, I don't believe that's what I do. I will not believe it. He started giving us all the stuff that happens in UK. But I don't believe that the EKWEREMADU'S did this until I hear what the court will say. Because guess what? If this had happened in Nigeria, it cannot go anywhere. Which court will prove this man guilty? Because they are guilty. Guiltiness in Nigeria depends on how much money you have. Depend on your house. Depend on how many DSS you can pay. Depend on how many police you can pay. Depend. It does not depend on the people that put them in the office. So this man don't believe. He does not believe that EKWEREMADU. I said I won't believe until the court. Okay, now the court has said that they did something wrong and that they need to be in jail. I didn't see what he said about it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, people that don't know anything about Nigeria, that Nigeria breeds criminals. They breed criminals. That's why they are fighting Obi bumper to bumper. They breed criminals. What is his name? Hush Puppy. That was this guy. It's a Nigerian whatever criminal. And he was busy stealing American money. They don't understand that they can steal whatever they want to steal in Nigeria and get away with it. But when you're stealing, get out of Nigeria to go to places that can see you, you cannot get away with it. Hush Pepper is in the computer. He's in stealing people's money, stealing people's hard-earned money. And he was caught. He called even some people's name. They have not. Wait. Let me not go too far. When Hush Puppy finished serving in America here now, wait for him. They will put red carpet for Hush Puppy to go on it. They will put red carpet for Hush Puppy to go on it. And the next thing his village will carry drink to go to his house to beg him to come and run for president. And guess what? The criminal in Nigeria will want to vote him in to go and be our president. So he can be in charge of everything that is happening in our country. That is how the criminal country is. But by the grace of God, Peter Obi is about to make things happen. Peter Obi is about to change things. Even the people that supported him before, they are not supporting him now. They're putting pressure on him for him to withdraw this. Including the so-called Ohaneze Ndibo. They are putting pressure on him for him to withdraw this. The Ariwa people, some Yoruba people, some Hausa, some whatever, all of them are gathering around doing meeting and said nothing will stop this. Let us see if they will go and use gum. if they will go and use gum and gum the judiciary, let us see how they're going to do that. They can do all they want. My prayer is that Obi will not give up on Nigerians. My prayer will be that all these things that is happening, he will stand gidigam and follow this thing up the way he's following it up. I don't care who gives him any problem. Something good will come out of what is happening. And by that time, the really celebration will happen. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody make your mind go down. Obedience all the way. Let us support our brother. Even if the people that say that they are not supporting him, we will continue to support him until we will not let him go. We will not let him go. He can't even say, okay, since they say I should go. He cannot do it. He cannot do it because he's not working for himself anymore. We are the ones. He told us too that he is doing it for us. So all these criminals that are coming out, including Kayode, that is coming out to say one thing or the other, because he's a criminal. He's the person that the aviation minister that took all our money. Finish it. Ate it. And look at where all of them are. They are all in the office. And he has the audacity to come and read the law of UK. What is that telling you? What about the law of Nigeria? Did the law of Nigeria tell you that you can go and kidnap and harvest people's organ? But he said, even though that I said it's wrong, but I don't believe that EKWEREMADU did it. Will do something like this. I won't believe it until I see it. So what they are showing, what the UK is showing is a lie because they are liars. All these people, it's just that, oh well, let me just leave it like that. Let me not get too angry. I just saw that. I thought, let me come and show you guys what these idiots are doing. But guess what? Peter Obi will not shake. EKWEREMADU, you will be in jail. Whether he believes or not, he will be in jail. From me to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.